here is a call sheet. Now on top, we have the name of the production, and then we have some important information like the safety meeting at call. And for that is going to be speaking directly to if there's any fight scenes or if we're using any weapons, that's what that safety meeting is there. We have the crew call, that's when everybody shows up, cast and crew. Shoot call, that's when the shot is actually starting the scene. And then we have our lunch and then our wrap when we are finished up. Here you're going to see executive producer, showrunner, all the important people that's putting together this production. On the right side, you'll see details of locations and base camp. And then this is the meat and potatoes right here. This is every time I get my call sheet, I'm like, okay, well, this is it right here. This is what's going to allow me to understand what I really need to focus on is the scenes. So in the scenes on the left side, you'll see it says scene, it says 101, 101, 3. What it's doing is it's telling you the page and also the scene that you're going to be doing. Has a description of the scene too to be a bit more clear. And then additionally, it's going to have the cast. So it'll have your name there. It'll either have your name or your character code, like 328. And then the location on the right side, and then below the cast. So this is what it looks like when we have our number of our cast. So Ruth would be number 1, Eleanor would be number 3, Eleanor would be number 4 of the character, and then the cast is right to the right. So we see that Tika is playing Ruth number 1. We see Lacey is number 3. We see Blanca is number 4. And then to the right of that, we have something that says SW. SW stands for start work. If it's SW, that means that is your first day on set. That is your first time that you're there shooting. Now that we know that means start work, what does SWF mean? It stands for start work finish. Start work finish. What that means is that is your first and your last day on set. All right, so Ruth, she has SW, start work. That means that Ruth is going to have another day here on set soon. And then for Eleanor, played by Lacey and Blanca, today is going to be your start day and also your last day. That's what start work finish means. You'll see a couple of other configurations of those words. For example, pick up work finish. That is when we say Tika had a SW today and she's on break for a week. When she comes back and works on that same scene or the same episode, excuse me, the next work day would be PWF. That would be pick up work finish. That means she already started earlier in this episode. Now she's picking up that work and she's finishing it on this day. Awesome. Now to the right of that, we have PU, which is our pickup time. We have our call time, and then we have our HMUW. It is hair, makeup. That W is wardrobe. Then we have our set time and then our notes. Okay, so then we have stand-ins below. And it also will tell us the background, who's going to be there. Below that, we have the props. So we can, for example, if I'm looking at my scene and I see I have 101.3, I may take a gander down and say what props may be included in that scene. So props 101.3, color-coded production schedule, binders, laptop, Eleanor's personal cell phone. So we can get an idea of what props we may be using in the scene, which can honestly drastically change our performance in the scene depending on what it is. And then we have our advanced schedule. So this is pretty cool. This is when we're able to see what's going to happen the next day, what's going to happen tomorrow, and get an idea like if we're working 2 days in a row, okay, so today I'm shooting this scene, tomorrow I'll be shooting this scene. Perfect. And then below that, we have just a breakdown of the people who will be on set with us here. All right. And then that is going to be our call sheet.